Hello, GISD. We're here broadcasting from Bussy Middle School. I am ISTE and we're going to start talking about digital citizenship. And our topic is when we need to have the talk. I am ISTE Rodriguez from Bussy Middle School. I'm a U.S. history teacher, the social studies department head. I'm part of AvidSci team and I'm an I3 member. You can follow me on Twitter at Mrs. Tosado. And my partner here, Miss Joyce Sanders from Abanion Middle School, will be moderating. If you have any questions, feel free to type them on the link and we'll reply to you as soon as we get those questions. She is an English language arts teacher, part of the I3 team, and you can follow her at Joyce Sanders 314. Well, we're going to talk about when we need to have that talk with the students about digital citizenship and the appropriate ways to be part of this internet, right? And some common misconceptions that we have is that it is not safe to use technology with our students. Sometimes that fear is what stops us from using devices and the web in our classes. We also know that the kids believe that what they post is temporary and that it doesn't matter what I post, they do not know me. So that kind of idea, we have to work with it because it eventually leaves a footprint. And the idea that students are digital natives, but we have to think about if they're using it academically, how to use the applications to make a good footprint and use it for educational purposes. So instead of focusing on the fear, let's focus on how to help our students craft that positive footprint. So how and when do we teach these skills? They should be embedded in our daily instruction. So we need to figure out ways to keep this in mind every day through our teachings. Don't assume that the students know everything because sometimes they don't know how to use the devices for learning. Some of the standards that we're going to talk about, the ISTE standards for digital citizenship, say that the students recognize the rights, responsibilities, and opportunities of living, learning, and working in an interconnected digital world. And they act a model in ways that are safe, legal, and ethical. So if you want to see the ISTE standards, you can follow this link and look at the specific indicators. Okay, so let's show you some resources. We're going to be working with Common Sense Media, and we're going to show you what Common Sense Media has to offer. Let's follow the link. And as you see, Common Sense Media has many resources, even for parents, that we can follow. Today, we're going to look at the digital resources, digital citizenship resources. And as you see, we have many opportunities to work with digital citizenship. We even have professional development if we want to work with that. We have the different topics that we're going to work with. So I'm going to go to this specific one down here, which is the activity for middle school. It's called Digital Compass. And it's kind of a game, but it has many resources. It has a quick start guide. It has an educator's guide. Even if you are in a bilingual program or ESL program, it has the information in Spanish as well. So I'm going to start with the educator's guide. And you're going to see that it's going to give you the links for the quick start guide, the learning objectives. It's going to tell you how it works, the activities that it has, and the 8 themes. So we have the information literacy, and these are the characters to cover each one of the themes. So what we can do with our students is, if we want to cover a specific theme with them, or we want to sort them by For example, I want a student to work with privacy and security. So I'm going to assign these characters. They won't know what they're working for, but you can assign it to each individual student. So you work with, for example, digital footprint, relationships and communication, internet safety. As you see, every character will have a different theme. Now, one thing that we can do, let me go back to the quick start guide. And it will tell you how to start it. The story and minigame can last 45 minutes. So you may want to think about the time that you have available in class and how you want to do it, or if you want to flip your classroom. That's one of the tips that they are offering. And also, how are you going to make them reflect about the decisions that they're going to make in the game? If you scroll down on the teacher's guide, you're going to have excellent questions for them to reflect on. And one way to do that is through recap. So if we go to recap, we can ask all these questions to the students and get their reflections after they play the game. And let me show you what recap looks like. So this is my account as a teacher. And as you see on recap, you can post the questions and the students will actually reflect on it, and you will get an individual video for each one of the students reflecting on those. Okay, our next, I'm going to show you how the game works. It's right here. This will be our game. So this is what the students will see. Make sure that they put a name that they can remember if they have to restart it. And these are the 8 characters that we'll talk about each one of the themes. And depending on their decisions, they're going to have a different result. Okay, so does it have a sound? Can you hear a sound? Or the video? Okay.
No, I hear you. I don't hear you.
Are we listening to sound? It's not.
No, I hear you fine. I just don't hear the video. So you can maybe narrate it and tell them what they're doing.
Okay, so these are the ways we can use. This is just a brief explanation. So if you want to go to the link and follow it, you will be able to listen to the whole video and what the game is like. You can use it on any device, which is something important. Sometimes we don't have a set of iPads, so they can do it on the phone, they can do it on a PC, they can even do it on the Chromebooks. It's very accessible. Okay, another one that we are going to show you today to learn about digital citizenship is Edutopia. Okay, this is an interesting site. It says what your students really need to know about digital citizenship, and it takes you through different topics. Right now, she is posting 9 different topics, and she's offering you some resources about passwords, privacy, which is very important, and she's also referring to common sense media, the personal information, what things we should tell our students that they shouldn't post online, photographs, property, permission, protection, and professionalism. We need to think about this because some of our students, they're thinking about going to college, they're thinking about applying to jobs and those kind of things. And we need to show them that they're leaving a footprint. And some colleges are looking at Google right now and looking at what they're leaving behind. So this will be an interesting article to follow. Now, let's go to the think before we post video. This one is focused on oversharing. Think before you post. This is made in collaboration with Vocabulary. I think it's going to be really interesting for middle schoolers. See if we can. It sounds well. No feedback.
No feedback.
Perfect.
I might show you where I'm going, but I'm thinking before I'm posting. All my pictures have been chosen, not just post whatever. I might show you where I'm going, but I'm thinking before I'm posting. All my pictures have been chosen, not just post whatever. So many sites to post pics and post comments and make your friends say, holy smokes, like Robin. You post like forever, that's a long time. So don't overshare when you go online. Yeah, your digital footprint will stick with you. So stop and think before you post that picture or message. So yeah, let's go. The top 10 things to think about before you post. Number 1, ask yourself what you say it in real life. If the answer's no, don't post it online. And if you wouldn't want it said about you, don't post it about someone else. That's golden rule. Number 2, are your posts vain and narcissistic about the perfect life all designed to elicit jealousy and envy in the people who read it? If so, don't post that brag, delete it. 3, that's TMI, folks. Well, I didn't want to know. Number 4, are you posting every detail of your life? Who in their right mind is going to find that nice photo? Hashtag bagel, hashtag shower. Explaining more posts in the next half hour. Think about the reader when you're sharing. Edit your post and your friends will keep caring. A bit like, boy, here's what else. Keep your relationship details to yourself. You don't need to post every hug and sunset. That might make your single friends feel upset. A moment still has meaning if you don't post it. Know this. Then let me get back with those number 6. The cryptic that hang a man like you. No one understands. It's a little desperate, begging for attention. Just be upfront off the bat with what you mentioned. Number 7. Are you post or complaining? You really need pity just because it's raining. Number 8. Curate your photos like a museum. Don't post pictures you wouldn't want your grandma seeing. Don't double for anything risky or risque. That could affect your future in a big way. And that's doubly true if it's a photo of a friend and not just you. Number 9, check your privacy settings. I mean, it one creeps of future employers to read it. You really want your interface tweets like concrete? I mean, all over the streets of set. Post smart, okay, and spread love. That's the Brooklyn way. Show you where I'm going, but I'm thinking before I'm posting. All my pictures have been chosen, not just post whatever. I might show you where I'm going, but I'm thinking before I'm posting. All my pictures have been chosen, not just post whatever. So think twice before you post. Smart. Safe. Yeah.
And as you see, this one is really appropriate for middle schoolers. The music, I bet they'll love it. And it's a very short video, as you can see on this clip. Now, it also has a poster to download, but I really like the video discussion guide. So we as teachers like them to be able to write about it, to explain and reflect So if you're an English language arts teacher, even in English as a second language, even in social studies as me, I like my kids to reflect. So these are excellent questions for them to work on during the video. Now, I personally will love to use, for example, today's Meet, and I actually added one so you can start like chatting, and this is another way to practice communication online in a safe way. Through today's Meet, while they watch the video, they can start chatting and answering questions, right? They will write their name, for example, join the conversation, and answer as we would on a Twitter account. And you can set up the room tools to make sure that, first of all, you can share it through a QR code, which we love to use. And we can also make sure we set up the time, when is it going to close. We can keep a transcript at the end and see the conversation that we have. And this is another way to model communication online in a safe environment. So that is one option that we have when we have those kind of activities. Another one that we can use is Padlet. So I've made a Padlet just to show you the possibilities after watching the video or even during the video. They can have their devices out and all of them can start posting the answers to the questions that you have previously made for each one of the students. As you see, these are the questions that were on that video. These questions are the ones on Padlet. Padlet is another great resource because it works on any device from Google all the way through iPad, any device that has internet connection through the browser as well. So these are other ways to embed digital citizenship into your classroom and your normal lessons. Another tool that we found useful is through CoCode.org. It has the Pause and Think Online video, which talks about thinking before we post something online. But what really caught our attention were the ideas of the different websites and teaching the kids the kind of websites that are good for their age. So this is another link that you would like to refer to. Now, we wanted also to let you know that we have several awesome district resources, such as Atomic Learning, Discovery Education, and Macambia. Through Atomic Learning, you can go through many resources available and learn about them. You have these tutorials 24 hours a day. And you can actually access all these resources through SchoolNet if you don't have the link available at the time. As you see, Atomic Learning is right there on the bottom left of your SchoolNet homepage. I'm going to show you briefly Atomic Learning. You use your same login. And you have many options. Many resources. If I can log in. Can I log in right now?
Are you at the ISTE one?
I should be.
Go to garlandist.net real quick.
Okay.
And then click on staff at the top.
I want it.
And then training, so if you click on staff, training. So
Perfect. So I'm showing you where to find it right now, the virtual courses. An easy way to find it is through SchoolNet too.
go to the top. Go to staff, training. And then Atomic.
Perfect. So the training resources will be here. This is the link. So make sure you are on the right link. And as you see, there are many tutorials available for Garland ISD teachers, free. They will give you a certificate. You can search. So for example, if I want to know about a specific topic, I should be able to find a training related to that topic. And you click, and you will have videos by section, depending on what you want to do with them. Now, another really important one that I use a lot is Discovery Education. We have an account, and this one you have to really make sure that you are on the Garland ISD discoveryeducation.com. So I leave a bookmark for my students as well on the iPads, because if they try it through the Discovery Education app, they won't log in. Use your same login. And they're really good resources for science, math, social studies, but also I personally like to type SOS and look for the resources and the strategies by skill. Depending on the skill that you want to work with, for example, assessment, you have different options. And it will give you the strategy. It will give you a video on how to use it, even the transcript. So these are really, really cool resources for assessment that we have available through Discovery Education. Now, the other one is Macambia. So we want to look for resources or library. We go to Garland ISD Macambia. We sign in with our school. And we can access from images all the way through books. And this is something that we need to teach our students to be able to use. There we are. So as you see, we have even from encyclopedia to images, and this is part of the digital citizenship too, because the kids need to know that they're not just copying and pasting random pictures from the internet. They need to have the rights for that, and these are good resources for them to search for really good images and resources. Well, we are glad that you are here following us today and learning about digital citizenship. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure you keep typing them, and Ms. Sanders is going to be answering those questions today. We're going to leave the link right here, and we're going to type it on the messages as well, so you can click on it and get your CPE credits. Thanks for watching this webinar, and thanks for stopping by today. Have an amazing afternoon, and if you have any other questions, you can also follow us on Twitter and make any comments, and we will gladly help you and send you the links that we were using today. We're sharing the link with you guys so you can click on it easily and get your CPE credit. Well, thanks for watching us today. Have an amazing afternoon.
Don't end it yet. Gotta send the link.
Trying to put the link for the CPE credits.
Okay, we're sending that link.
Hey, Joey, tell them that the link is coming.
The link is coming. It's here.
Oh, yeah, they can still hear.
Don't go away. Those viewers that I see I still have, don't go away. The link is coming.
why it's not pasting. There it is.
That's the link, right?
Mhm.
Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. And join us next time. That's the link, right? Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day.